Firefly from 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment was a television series from the creator of Buffy and Angel, Joss Whedon. I think the perfect way to describe Firefly would be if the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. and Star Trek The Next Generation, they got together, went on a date, they had a few laughs, a few drinks, Star Trek The Next Generation got a little bit too drunk, and they had a baby. And it would be Firefly. It is a Western comedy, drama, sci-fi, outer space thing. I will say this much. This isn't necessarily a reflection of the entire series, but the pilot episode for the show is god-awfully horrible. It is so poorly written, so poorly directed, so poorly paced. More than anything else, it's poorly paced. Now, the second episode after the pilot, called The Train Job, it's a perfect example of great television because it's just as long as in the other episodes, but it manages to hit that perfect note where you watch it and you feel like it's over before it's even begun and you want more, which is exactly what television should do. It should make you want more. That's why you tune in the next week. And that one really did. When I watched that pilot episode, I was just like, I don't think I'm going to watch the rest. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this entire series. It's so boring. But that second episode, I was like, yes, more. Because there are a lot of shows where you just watch and like, well, that's okay. And there are a couple episodes where you're just like, ugh, why? Why did you even bother? The biggest problem with Firefly is that it never seems to find a balance. It's either the episode is more Western than sci-fi or more sci-fi than Western. And the best episodes are when they really are able to find that mix between the two. One of the biggest problems I have with Firefly is that it has 4 main female characters, and 3 of the 4 characters are absolutely strange. And it's not just the characters that are strange. Like, 2 of the characters aren't really strange, but the actors are, and then 1 of the characters is really strange, but the actor's also strange. So I thought I would talk a little bit about the characters in this show because they make up a big portion of what it is. The main guy, who's like the captain of this, basically it's a story about this this crew on a transport ship, and then they're like smugglers and they smuggle shit on their little spaceship, and that's pretty much all it is. So the captain of this ship, the actor who plays him and the character, I thought was really well developed. I thought it was really rounded and solid. I thought it was a really solid, enjoyable, interesting character. And the lady who, his second in command, Zoe, I'm not quite sure what she does on the ship, though, and she's married to the pilot of the ship. And she's a really good character as well, although I don't think she's as fully developed as the captain. But out of the 4 women, I would definitely say she is the most solid and not ridiculous character. And then there's the pilot, who's her husband, Wash, and he's also really good. And then, of course, there's Adam Baldwin, who plays like the muscle kind of character, the guy, like the sharpshooter of the group. And sometimes he's kind of off a little bit, but mostly I think he's also really good. The guy who plays the preacher, who some people may know because he was on Barney Miller, he's okay, although his character kind of weaves in and out of the story where, one episode you'll see him quite a bit, and the next episode he's like disappears for like 40 minutes. You're like, wait, what the fuck happened to that guy? And they call him a shepherd, but really he's like a preacher or something. Anyways, he's okay. He's just not that much of a main character, I didn't feel. Although sometimes he is, and sometimes he's just like a very minor character. And then there's the doctor, who's really kind of like, he's not so much strange as this show goes on, but I don't know. He seems like the way that the character tried to play him, he seems like he's like, I don't know, there's something there that's like unsettling. So those are the main male characters. And then, of course, there are 3 other female characters. There's the prostitute that they call a companion that lives on the ship. And that actress is just, well, first of all, she's strange to look at because she has a weird shaped head. And I can't help but look at her head because it's so like misshapen for her body. And the way she talks is just really, I don't know, it's off-putting in a way. First, the worst is the mechanic. The lady who plays the mechanic, she has this like Minnesotan kind of quality to her. Like, you feel like she's from Minnesota, but she doesn't have that accent, so it just sounds retarded every time she opens her mouth. She just got on my nerves. The actress is so horrible. She's just so horrible. And I'm going. And then there is the other character who plays the doctor's sister, and she's like, you know, psychotic but also psychic. The actress that plays her, I guess, is okay because that character's already like messed up in the head, and she's not really a main part of the cast. She like very rarely has much to do. Some episodes focus a little bit more on her, some episodes don't. I think had they given the show more time, that character may have developed a little bit more. But that actress, again, is also someone who's just, I don't know, she's just so weird to look at. And the lady who plays Zoe, who's also married to Lawrence Fishburne in real life, Gina Torres. A lot of times, you know, you get these tough female characters, and instead of being tough, they just become like real bitches. She doesn't have that. She has a perfect blend. I really liked her character a lot. On to the episodes. Like I said, the episode The Train Job is probably the best episode. I found that the episodes on Disc 1 vary quite a bit. In fact, the pilot episode was really crap. The second episode, which was The Train Job, was really good. Bushwhacked was okay. Shindig, I didn't really care that much for. Episodes on the second disc tend to be a little more based towards sci-fi, and then back more towards the Western kind of genre. And in fact, the last disc, War Stories and Heart of Gold, both of those are really excellent episodes. But Heart of Gold is literally, I mean, it's like 99% Western. But overall, I would say Firefly is a decent enough TV show, particularly if you like Star Trek and you like kind of Western comedies. I don't think it's going to be for everyone. The video quality on these, I thought, they weren't perfect. They weren't like a demo disc. Nothing in this series is really going to be like, wow, that's overly amazing. It's a pretty pricey set, but I would recommend you check out Firefly. That's it. Peace.